So, Mr. Buffett, I was reading recently in Fortune magazine that when you invested $500 million in PetroChina back in 2001 or 2002, all you did was read the annual report. Now, I was thinking that most professional investors with the kind of resources that you have would have liked to have done a lot more research and talk to management, maybe regulators, et cetera, et cetera. The question I have is what is it that you look for when you're reading an annual report like that? How is it that you were able to and did make an investment purely on the back of reading that report?
Yeah. Well, it was in 2002 and 2003, and the report came out in the spring, and I read it. And that's the only thing I ever did. I never contacted any management. I never got a brokerage report. I never asked for anybody's opinion. But what I did do was I came to the conclusion that the company, and it's not hard to understand crude oil production and refining and marketing and the chemical operation they have. I mean, you can do the same thing with Exxon or BP or any of them, and I do that with all. I look at them. And I came to the conclusion it's worth $100 billion, and then I checked the price and it was selling for $35 billion roughly. What's the sense of talking to management? I mean, basically, if you talk to management of almost every company, they'll say they think their stock's a wonderful buy, and they'll give you all the good stuff and skip over things that it just doesn't make any difference. Now, if I thought the company was worth $40 billion and had been selling for $35 billion, then at that point you have to start trying to refine your analysis more. But there's no reason to refine your analysis. I mean, I didn't need to know whether it was worth $97 billion or $103 billion if I was buying it at $35 billion. So any further refining of analysis would be a waste of time when what I should be doing is buying the stock. So we really like things that you don't have to carry out to 3 decimal places. If you have to carry it out to 3 decimal places, it's not a good idea. It was something like PetroChina. It's like if somebody walked in the door here and they weighed somewhere between 300 and 350 pounds, I might not know how much they weigh, but I would know they were fat. That's all I'm looking for, is something that's financially fat. And whether PetroChina weighed $95 billion or $105 billion didn't make much difference. It was selling for $35 billion. If it had been selling for 90, it would have made a difference. So if you can't make a decision on something like PetroChina off the figures, forget about going